Hello guys, welcome back to a vlog video. So, real quickly I want to go ahead and kind of brush off on a few things real quickly. I want to apologize on two factors. Number one, I apologize that the first couple of videos have been poor audio quality. Some of you may not have noticed, but some of you will recognize that. And there is one reason why, and you probably already know it at this point. Well, dadgummit. There we go. I have got myself a clip-on mic. I've been wanting to get me a clip-on mic for quite some time. It is to help prevent me from having that stupid little mic stand. Which, don't get me wrong, I've used that for a good long while, and it has been a good one. But I've wanted to get me a clip-on mic for quite some time. And for streaming purposes, this is a good one to grab. If you're wanting to have like a good little clip-on mic to where you don't have to worry about having a mic stand being in the way and stuff like that, and you don't have to have that stupid, if you've got it like I do, you have a little bad, whatever it's called. I forgot what you call it technically. It's this thing where you want it to be picture perfect, but for some reason you think to yourself, you're like, it needs to go a little bit to the left, oh no, that's terrible, type thing, whatever it's called. Point is, I got me this to prevent me from having to do that the entire stream. And just messing with it and stuff like that. And for streaming purposes, this is a good thing to have. The best part about it is technically it's a USB port, so I don't have to worry about having an audio cable type thing and stuff like that. So, for what it's supposed to be, it's well worth the money. And by money, I mean it only cost me like 15 bucks. It's not really expensive at all. So, it's really good, but I'm still using the Snowball mic for whenever I do videos like this, you know, my vlog videos, my just a thought video type things and stuff like that, that sort of nature. But I also want to apologize for the lack of videos that are on YouTube, mostly being that of my stream Let's Play videos. There are two reasons for that. Number one, technically Devil May Cry was going to be the first video that I do in terms of a highlight reel. However though, as much as highlight reel goes, they take a little bit longer in terms of editing the video. Unlike my discussion videos and stuff like that, where I basically talk and everything like that, and I have my full thoughts and everything together, and such of that nature. Whenever I'm doing a live stream Let's Play video and stuff like that, it takes a little bit longer because I have to cut out like 10 to 15 minutes of just completely silence of me just playing the game, and every once in a while I'll find where I'm talking about something and stuff like that. And occasionally I do talk, I do make like little snarky comments and stuff like that, but for the most part of the Devil May Cry playthrough, especially at the part that I'm in right now in terms of editing, is mostly me of like that type of thing, where I'm having so much fun playing as Dante and stuff. But for the most part, I am getting that video together. It's just taking me a little bit longer than it should, so hopefully you'll see that later on. I am thinking about releasing the Shingekiro Shadows Die Twice video. But the problem is that because of how much I am dying, I don't want you to be bored of me just basically fighting the same enemy 5-10 times and me get nowhere with it. It's one of those things where it's like, because of how errantly I am bad at the game, I'm willing to admit that. So it only makes sense to do like a small highlight reel and stuff. So with that being said, after I release the Devil May Cry 5 highlight reel video, let me know in the comments below if you want to see more highlight reels of the live streams and stuff like that. If you prefer that better than you would the actual Let's Plays, because to me, I still love playing games. I do. But because of who I am and stuff, and because of how often I talk to other people on the stream and stuff, it would be best if I just stick to a highlight reel of sorts. To me, I think it would be better off that way. If I just did that. It would just make sense if I just did it. Although we will still do our normal Let's Plays of the Final Fantasy franchise once I get done with Shingekiro Shadows Die Twice, which means we'll be doing 12, 13, And then of course there's still a 15, but that one's going to be more of a highlight reel since I've already done a Let's Play of 15 a couple of years back. Except for episode, once we get to that point. Again, once we get to that point, I'll update you guys later on that one. But anyway though, there is one more thing I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about. Actually two, but we'll get to it in just a sec. So, the first thing I want to let you guys know on is that I am changing my schedule. Not my streaming schedule, it's still the same. More or less. But I'm going to be changing my work schedule. Now, I've discussed it with Delmar and stuff like that, and I've been having to think about it for a long time, and I think I'm finally in terms with how I want to do it. It just depends on what management will say. But I'm thinking about just working a normal 4-day per week instead of the 5-day. Now, I know a lot of people are going to look at me like as though as if I'm crazy and stuff, but hear me out whenever I say this. In terms of mental and physical paralysis of my well-being, it's not looking good. Right now, I have developed a bad heel on my foot. I am currently looking for shoes that will help prevent me from feeling any more pain on my heel, as it is, to where I can actually stand working. But for the time being right now, I'm not finding any luck. You know, then again, I hadn't really looked into like high-end medical procedure shoes and stuff, but those are expensive. And I think you have to go to a foot doctor in order to do that. I don't know. I'm trying to avoid that. Because technically I already have to pay for my blood pressure medication and stuff like that from my normal doctor. Record, the blood pressure medication isn't really that expensive, but the doctor visit is. And record, my insurance does cover it technically, but for some reason it has to go through the process of where I have to pay for it first, and then about a month or two later they reimburse me for it. I don't know why. That's just how it works apparently, which is dumb. You can just skip the phase and just go into phase immediate, instead of me having to go through the process of like pay for it and then wait for the reimbursement. It's stupid to me. But anyway, that's insurance problems. But in terms of worth X6, I would prefer working the 4-day rather than the 5-day. And I'm going to discuss it with my management team and stuff. If I can get them convinced that I'm still going to be working on some of the more tougher days that we get, like our 2 truck nights and stuff, then I think they'll be more adjusted to the ideal. Now, of course, how this schedule is going to play out, I don't know. The main plan is going to be just me working 4 days rather than the 5 days. So hopefully this means I get to do more live streams in the future. We'll see how well that works. We'll see. Ultimately, I do want to do more streaming. That's my main goal, is to do this more often. It's just, I can't just flat out quit my job and then do this full time and expect it to fully pay out. That's not how it works. That's not how reality works. If it was that, if that was the case, I would have done it months ago. But it's foolish arrogance, I suppose you can call it. And I'm not that crazy. Okay? I mean, I admit I'm dumb and crazy on some stuff. But just quitting your job and doing live streaming immediately and think you're gonna get there within like a day or two, that's stupid. So, cause see, I imagine when it comes to live streaming and stuff like that, you have to have no life, literally. Like, you live in the basement of your parents' house, and that's how you're able to do it. That's the only way I could think of it actually working. And in my case, that's no longer the case. I no longer live with my mother. I've been wanting to move out for some time now, and I finally did move out. I'm in an apartment and everything like that. So naturally, I have to pay for living costs and stuff like that, of that nature. So I still have to have my job. And the way I think it, I should be fine working 4 days rather than the 5 days and still have money to pay bills and stuff of that nature. I'm not completely out of money, so this will be fine. You know, this will be just what I want to be in this little middle ground of being able to survive in terms of financially, in terms of my health, and in terms of my mental paralysis. So, there you go, on that note. There is one more thing I do want to go ahead and talk about. And so long as nothing changes, I think we can pull this off. I think. Keyword being think. I think we can pull this off. So if you guys don't know, literally by the time this video gets uploaded, it will be a couple days away before it gets to be my 4-year anniversary on YouTube. Yes, I've been doing YouTube for nearly almost 4 years now. It's hard to believe it, but it is. It's been almost 4 years now. So, I want to do a couple of videos in regards to my 4-year anniversary. For starters, I might do like a cringe video where I look at my earlier videos and stuff. Which, really, my earlier videos is more or less of doing the Let's Play of, like, say, Final Fantasy 15 episode Dusea, as well as Bloodborne, which I have changed a lot since then. Well, maybe not a lot, but in terms of like the video quality itself, because back then I used to use Windows Movie Maker and it was very, very bad. So I may do a special 4-year anniversary video. I don't know. I haven't really decided that yet. I may do a live stream of me just talking about it, you know. I think that would be fun to do, you know, just do a live stream of just me talking. So I'll let you guys know on Twitter to let you know if I do plan on doing a live stream of just chatting with you guys and stuff like that. Maybe you can just throw some questions at me and whatever, and we'll just hang out and stuff, you know. It won't be for a long time, but it'll be for like a brief little like, hey, let's hang out with BlackCross and see what type of shenanigans we can get ourselves into and stuff like that. That type of thing. There is, of course, one more thing, and this is the main one I wanted to actually talk to you guys about. And that is April 25th. Now, remember that date, because I will brushly remind you guys as the week goes on. But April 25th is my birthday, and I will be turning 30. Yes, I'm old. Let's get over that part, shall we? But yes, I'll be turning 30 in April 25th, and I want to do something special on that day, you know? I specifically put in a vacation time to be off on that day, and so what I plan to do is that at midnight of the 24th into the 25th, you know, when it goes over to that midnight point, I will be doing a 24-hour stream of just us playing games and stuff like that. Now, I hadn't really come up with a schedule of what I want to do, but there are a couple things that I do plan on doing. For example, Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical Mode. Supposedly, it's supposed to be coming out very soon in a later DLC patch or something like that. So, whenever Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical Mode does come out, I will be more than likely playing that first. So as soon as, if it does come out before April 25th, I don't know if it is or not, I just know it's coming up soon. But if it does come out first, we will be doing that first. I will be putting together a schedule as it gets closer and closer, but I will be playing that first. The second thing is that I think I will probably more or less playing through Breath of the Wild. I've been wanting to play Breath of the Wild for the longest time, and I just never got around to it. But I think on that day I will be playing through Breath of the Wild, finally. Again, it's one of those games I've been wanting to play. I know for some people they may not care much for it, and for some people they really want to. I really want to play it. I haven't had a chance to in a long while, and this would be my first attempt of playing Breath of the Wild, so it'll be an interesting stream. Now, those are the two main games that will probably be appearing in terms of the 24-hour live stream. If for some reason it's not quite 24 hours, but we get close to it, I may just pick up Devil May Cry and we'll do some Bloody Palace playthrough of it and stuff like that. You know, we'll do something fun. Again, this is kind of an ideal assessment. That's to say, if Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical Mode does come out, and it's fully ready, and we can actually do it right off the bat, that's going to be first. Then I'll be doing Breath of the Wild after that. I imagine the Kingdom Hearts Critical Mode playthrough might take me around 5-6 hours. We'll see how that goes. The Breath of the Wild might take me 10 or so. Actually, I imagine it would take me 15, but again, we'll see what happens. And then if we have any time left over before the 24 hours are up, I may go ahead and pick up Devil May Cry 5 and play through the Bloody Palace, because that one's supposed to come out April 1st. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's kind of the ideal assessment that I'm going for, and we'll just see how it all plans out. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what are you most excited for in terms of what I got planned for the upcoming month? If you're excited for me to do the live stream of just us talking and asking questions and hanging out and stuff, let me know on that one. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask me, whether it's news related or just personal stuff that you wanted to ask. If you're excited about the 24-hour Let's Play series, that's going to be on April 25th. Let me know what games you want to see, maybe. Again, that's the ideal assessment. That's to say if Critical Mode will be released before April 25th. We don't know yet, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.